Greetings and welcome, Dapplings, to another episode of From the Depths, where, as you can see, the Avatar fleet is currently making its way back towards this resource zone. Now, in this episode, there are two main things that I want to work on. One is to build and launch a new Argus-class recon satellite, and the second is to start mopping up all of these areas between us and this sort of front line, so that we're not operating having to move around a bunch of enemies. Now, it's going to cost a lot of crystal to make an Argus. I think it's somewhere in the realm of 20,000 crystal. And right now, we simply don't have that. So, what we're going to have to do instead is work on gathering some more resources. The first one we're going to go for is this one. Although this isn't going to give us crystal, it's going to give us pretty much everything else, and I think it's going to be worth the time to take. We haven't yet designed a new resource gathering outpost, but at this point I actually feel so confident about the Deepwater Guard that I don't think we need to spend time designing and constructing a powerful resource gathering outpost that can defend itself when the Avatar is operating so close to this outpost. There's literally nothing the Deepwater Guard are going to be able to field against this that's realistically going to be a threat. I mean, that sounds incredibly arrogant, and it will probably cause me to die in an incredibly embarrassing way sooner rather than later, if we're perfectly honest with each other. But for now, I do feel that confident. Right, let's spawn in the Abaya. There we go. Now, the Abaya should have its AI off. That's good. Right, well, this shouldn't be too expensive of a construct for us. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. Where's the outpost? There we go. It's still going to take 11,000 crystal to make. Damn me in those light bollocks. They are the bane. How much have we got? Well, we don't even have remotely near that much. Okay, change of plan then. We're going to be going down here to take this crystal outpost. It absolutely needs to happen. This episode is likely going to be primarily a fighting episode, so adjust your expectations accordingly. We are going to be claiming these areas. I'll probably then build an Elpis outpost on this crystal area and start bringing that in as fast as we can. It may be worth me creating another shard of division as well. Yes, okay. Let's hop over there and see what we can do. Let's bring in the shard of division. And whoop, there we go. Okay, shard of division, you are well situated here. Let's get another one of you right about here, just so we can get even more crystals being manufactured. Now, to do this, I actually need to load in a constructible, I believe, or did I actually even save that structure? Yes, shard of division. I would like one of you right now, please. There we go. No? Did I even load it in? Did I possibly... I loaded it in somewhere. Aha! I see you. You can't sneak away from me, shard of division. Right, this won't actually take that long, because generally speaking, it's actually a fairly simple design to construct. It's not too fancy, and once it's finished, we should have a greatly increased passive crystal income without even having a crystal refinery. Now, did I actually build any... I'm just going to quickly have a look. Did I build any kind of construction on this? Did I make any automated construction robots? I did not. The scallywaggery in this is beyond my comprehension. Let's get down here then. Looks like I'm going to be stuck here for a little while I build this. I should probably adjust the design to include at least one or two construction robots. I probably will. So I'll do all of that off camera, and I shall bring you back when we have a new shard of division constructed. And there we go. The second shard of division is complete. I've also updated the blueprint to include a couple of repair bots at the bottom and one repair bot at the very top. I realize that this means that the internals are not covered by a repair bot, but largely this is more there for helping construction and also when it's out of play, so I can just leave it building itself. So there we go. We need to name this one though. This cannot also be the shard of division. This one shall be... Well, we're going to keep with the Dark Crystal theme. I'm not going to go with a new name from the master name list. This one is going to be... It should be something to do with Orgra, I think. Orgra. And I'm fairly confident of the spelling. This is one of the rare times that I'm going to be confident of the spelling because I've actually got one of the books from Dark Crystal, including like the initial submission they made covering the story and things where Jen's name was different and all kinds of awesome stuff. Orgra... She had 3 eyes. She was made of stone and wood, literally born of the planet so that it could observe the universe. She gave one of her eyes so she could witness the Great Conjunction at least once, and it burnt her eye out. So she literally just closed the other 2 and just stared straight up at it. Orgra's kind of like Odin, really. So we'll go with Orgra's wisdom. Also gave of an eye to gain knowledge. There we go. Right. Oh dear. Yes. Yes, I would. What are we about to fight? Ah, we've been blockaded by something. What are we fighting? Coffin nail and an urchin. Oh, well, that's actually not too terribly bad. Right, HMS Avatar, get into this fight, please. Also, I would like to be over with you. Ah, time for battle, it seems. Are we in this fight? Or are we... Ah, there we are. Okay, well, I don't really think we need to do too much, but I'm quite glad to have the Shrouded Division set up now. Let's get... Abai, you can be over there. Sobex can be fairly close as well. This is going to give us an opportunity to observe our continuous wave lasers in operation. We're not going with pulse lasers, we're going with continuous lasers. Much greater reduction in range and power, but they may be better. We'll have to see. But I think the battle is ready to begin. So let's jump into this straight away. And then... straight down to you. Let's see how this goes. It's probably going to be fairly one-sided, but I'm interested to see how you handle the missiles so that this is going to be sent in your way. Ooh, that hurt. Managed to take out one of the guns straight away. Come on. No? No. That is bad. That gave a good blow to us there. Fairly certain that the pulse lasers would already have taken that out because they would have been firing on it for ages. See how you do. You gonna be able to take it out? Barely. Okay. Right, the pulse lasers are more something that you would use if you have a very powerful laser system. We don't. By design, in fact. Our laser system is fairly low powered. Come on, let me in there. I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. But our laser system is fairly low power, all things told. And we want to... Ooh, we're on the wrong side of the laser cavity. Let's get down here. There we go. That took us a long time. It's always harder to build whilst you're actually in a fight. But our laser system is not as potent as it would really need to be in order to benefit from having a continuous wave laser. It really, really does need... There we go. To have... plenty of power coming into it, and we intentionally designed ours much lower power. We didn't want to make an OP laser system. We didn't want yet another thing that the Avatar was amazing at doing. So our laser system is relatively weak, all things told, but as a pulse firing weapon system, it can reach fair ranges, so it can take them down before they get too close to us. Watch that one go down. Oh, that one got fairly close, actually. How's the next one going to do? Yeah, the Avatar opens fire on missiles so early. That's what makes the difference, I think. Not so much the strength of its lasers, but the fact that it's firing on them almost from the point that they launch. So yeah, we're going to be sticking with the pulse lasers on the Avatar. If I make a giant laser vessel at some point, then yes, we can have continuous wave laser defense systems. But pulse lasers is going to be for now. It was worth finding out. Right, we're up to 14,000 crystal now, which is glorious. But is that enough? I don't want to strip all of the crystal away just yet, because if I do, then we're going to have to start slow again. It'll take us a long time to restore all of that crystal. But I would like to take this zone. Wow, we can actually just get into a fight with you straight away. That's impressive. Let's get in close, actually. Then engage. Because this just looks way too shallow for the Abaya to properly operate in. We'll tuck ourselves in about here. This force is going to come and try and fight us. We'll easily be able to take it out. And then we'll build a resource miner on this crystal node and start pulling that in. How are these doing? I could actually get them upgraded a little bit further, but I don't actually think we need to. We're probably going to get both resource collection points in this episode, unless it's something that really, really dissuades us, but I can't imagine there's going to be. I would also like a new Argus right about there to cover all of this area and give us proper line of sight, especially on the areas between where we're currently, where we've got our city and where we're expanding to, because you really don't want to allow yourself to be divided like that. Now, one thing that is across my mind is currently our fleet is called the HMS Abaya. We need a name for this fleet. I don't think I'm going to add much more to it. We've got an Abaya, we've got 2 Sobex, and we've got an Avatar. Generally speaking, this is our primary fleet. This is going out and this is pushing into new territory, claiming it, building resource gatherers, building recon satellites. It's a bit of a can do all the jobs kind of fleet. Ooh, what have we got there? Have we got a big fight coming? Got a paddle gun, and we've got an urchin and a plunderer. No, it's not really a big fight. Once it was, but no more. But what I would like to do with this... Ooh, we've got a lot of forces around here. What I would very much like to do is get a better name on this vehicle. Would you like to view the HMS Buyer on the map? Consider starting a battle with your enemies. Resource base tier 3, yes. I would. Okay, we've been blockaded and we've been pulled into the fight by ourselves. That is fine. I'm completely okay with this. We actually haven't seen any of the blockading mechanics yet. Now, Abaya, I would like to change combat mode for your AIs. Combat mode for your AIs. Combat mode for your AIs. Combat mode. All of you, combat mode. I'd like to see this, though. Let's get over there as fast as we can. Let's see what kind of resource outputs they have these days. That's got some big old guns on it. It looks like an actual ship. That's all this is. Oh no, actually it's not. Oh, it kind of is, actually. That's awesome. It's like a little dock. It's like a dry dock. Oh, that's fantastic. This actually looks like a real resource gathering area. And it's got all big guns on the side as well. Simple ones, but pretty nice all the same. Huge engine here. This is actually kind of glorious. And we're just shelling it to oblivion. Feels bad, man. Well, goodbye, tier 3 resource gathering outpost. You were a beauty to behold. I don't think I'm going to be capturing any of the fortresses. I doubt it anyway. Maybe, but I find it less likely. AI is already dead? What? Oh, have you been torpedoing it? Oh, that's glorious. You have been torpedoing it. Oh, well done, Avatar. Multitasking for the win. Are you changing targets? I suspect you are, yes. Glorious. You managed to take out one of these without even turning your AA gun on it. I am in great approval. There we go. More torpedoes being launched. They're dolphin jumping over that little bit of shallow land there. Shallow water, rather. Right, is there anything else here to fight us? Or have we won? We've won. Fantastic. Right, move into position then. We want to claim this area. There we go. Let's pull all. Get you down there. We are going to be getting a resource zone around here. And you know what? I'm kind of thinking that it would be nice to get that resource zone while fighting. I think that would be an interesting situation to be in. Sobex, you can be much closer to the Avatar, I think. You can afford to be anyway. And as for you, Abaya, let's get you down there. Right, okay. We want the Abaya to load in. I want it to very, very quickly shut off its AI. There we go. Right, I would very much like an Elpis resource gathering outpost right now. Let's get that on the go. We've got enough resources to be able to build this in one go. I think it shouldn't be too much of an issue. There we are. Right, while that's going on, let's see how this fight is about to happen. I could literally just leave you there building this Elpis while the Avatar fights, and I think actually we will. You know, just to add a little bit of spice to our battles. Elpis, you totally should be at the very bottom of this list. Not that it matters, because you're all going to load in anyway. And let's have the Avatar start a little bit further out. You can meet the enemies at this little narrow choke point here in the water. Okay, I think we're ready. Let's jump over onto the Avatar and begin battle. Where are the enemy? There we go. The Sobaks are engaging, it sounds like. Oh no, actually that's the Avatar launching torpedoes. Okay. A battle between two behemoths. Apparently I say that word wrong. I apologize. Whenever it comes time to say the word again, I've forgotten the comment which told me apparently I'm saying it wrong. I'm not even sure I am. It seems one of those words that the people who are most adamant about saying it right could easily be mistaken themselves. There we go. Rockets in the sky. That said, though, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that I was absolutely adamant I was saying a word correctly, only to learn that, oh, actually, no. No, it's just that everyone around me, or just at least that's how it's said over here. But actually, when you look at the origin of the word, no, I've been lied to my whole life. So I do need to do some entomological research on the word behemoth. There we go. Got some missiles coming in, but I doubt they're really going to get to the Avatar, honestly. Oh, that said, it's getting very close. It did go down, but I'm not sure it went down to the AA. Oh, those did, yes. Okay, not too bad then. How are my missiles doing? Now, this one has got very interesting attempts to wipe these out with blue lasers, the continuous wave lasers. It's doing quite a good job of it, actually. But I strongly suspect there's not a lot it's going to be able to do against the Avatar at this point. The Plunderer is already gone. Resource Gatherer underwater. Cannot function. That's fine. You'll be allowed out as soon as the Abaya has completely fixed you. Or rather, completely built you. Well, to be fair, these ships did put up a decent little bit of a fight there. The Avatar actually took damage. Well done, you. I'm impressed. And now without a actual guidance system, a laser, that missile's just flying off into the blue yonder. Fair enough. Torpedoes coming in to feast on what remains of this carcass. There we go. Well done, Avatar. Right, we can pull the whole fleet and move down here. Find the Elpis, turn on repair. Speed time up. You should be completely repaired. Right, the Elpis should be split into its own force. We're going to move that over here. That should be good enough. We should start bringing in stupid amounts of crystals now. There we go. We're actually seeing them being harvested at the same sort of speed. But we're going to need a name for the new Elpis. I will name it in the next episode, I'm afraid, though, because it is about that time that we split this episode off. We've managed to clear out a new zone. There are a couple more here that we need to clean up. One or two that we just need to have a presence in, and then it'll be claimed by us. So I might actually use the militia for that. But we've got at least one here for a regular fight. We'll claim this one, and at this point, I imagine in the next episode, we're going to be able to build ourselves a new satellite. And the satellite, again, will be named after the people who suggested it. We've got several names of people who suggested the Argus class So we're not going to run out of names for those satellites for a good long while. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We're slowly mopping up the leftovers from this area. Soon we will probably be able to see everything the Deepwater Guard has. And I imagine we're probably going to either wipe them out or stick them in a little preservation pen for the rest of this campaign. Probably in the next episode or next 2 episodes, somewhere around there. But once again, I hope you've enjoyed and will be joining me for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care.